Hello, everybody. This is Vishu Rajpal from Vibe Adda. We turn imaginations into reality. Your growth is our vibe. Today, we are going to discuss a very important chapter, which is not actually a chapter. It is our personal lives. हम लोग अपनी लाइफ में जो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हैं, which is called as parenthood. हम लोग हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि ये चैप्टर बहुत ईजी हो सकता है, लेकिन दिस इज आई थिंक द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट चैप्टर ऑफ आवर लाइफ एंड उसकी साइकोलॉजी को समझने के लिए हम लोगों से बेटर वी कैन कॉल सम एक्सपर्ट हु कैन बेटर एक्सप्लेन अस व्हाट इज द साइकोलॉजी बिहाइंड इट एंड हु कैन बेटर टेल अस. So let's welcome Dr. Dhruv. Hi, Dr. Dhruv. Welcome
Hi,
to
good
Vibe
afternoon.
Adda. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Dhruv Parmar. I'm a consultant psychiatrist, sexologist, insomnia specialist, and addiction specialist. I'm a private practitioner from Valsad, Gujarat, and I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so is this category only offline taken, or you and your category can be taken online also if somebody wants to consult
Yeah.
you?
I take both offline and online consultations. I am attached to a few hospitals locally here, as well
Okay,
as I take online consultations after my OPD hours. So, yes, I
that's
am
great.
available for online consultations as well.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So, Dr. Dhruv, we are taking very important topic for today's session. See, what happens is हम लोगों को हमेशा कहा जाता है कि बच्चा पैदा करना मुश्किल है, पालना बहुत आसान है. But after delivering a baby, my daughter is 11 now. After delivering a baby, I realized पैदा करना बहुत आसान था. पालना is a tough job. Tough is not in the words कि ये कोई भारी काम है, बट यस एक अच्छी अपब्रिंगिंग देना, बहुत सारी चीजों को मैनेज करके चलना, आई बिलीव ये है. तो थोड़ा सा हम लोग एक आपसे समझना चाहते हैं एक बच्चे की साइकोलॉजी के बारे में, क्योंकि क्या होता है कभी कभी हम ना सिर्फ अपनी जनरेशन और अपनी एज के हिसाब से चलते हैं. हम कभी भी बच्चे के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं सोच पाते हैं कि क्या होगा. So becoming a parent is the most difficult experience, I'll say. It's a life changing experience, but it comes with practice and also and क्या कभी कोई मैनुअल भी आता है कि बच्चा कैसे पालना है. So for that we want you to be the manual for today's session so that many parents can watch this session and understand the psychology. Okay, so I'll quickly go through a few questions. Can we start?
Sure, sure,
Okay,
definitely.
so yeah, and I really want to ask कि parenting एक एक्चुअली एजुकेशन क्यों कंसिडर किया जाता है. मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन ये है बेसिकली. तो मैं उसमें ही जानना चाहती हूँ कि व्हाई पेरेंटिंग इज एक्चुअली एन एजुकेशन, नॉट कोई ऐसे ही बस पाल लिया कैसे भी.
See, basically, parenting is a real education because it does not just teach us how to raise a child. Okay, it teaches us who we really are. Okay, like I've written a book on this, and in the book it is explained that children don't just learn from us; they actually mirror us. Okay, the
Oh,
moment you become a parent, your patience, your emotional regulation, your unresolved fears, even the way you were raised, everything comes to the surface. Okay,
okay,
so parenting basically becomes an emotional and psychological education. It
okay,
forces us to understand that the brain, the emotions, the attachment, the communication, and even our own mental health is what we can understand through that. That is why
okay.
parenting isn't only about raising a child, मतलब उसको सिर्फ बच्चा पालना नहीं है. It is about growing as an adult as well at the same time.
ओके, लेकिन ऐसा कहा जाता है कि हम मतलब अगर एज पेरेंट्स हमने स्कूलिंग जो करी है, जो चीज हम स्कूल कॉलेज में नहीं सीख पाते वो हमें पेरेंटिंग के लिए या पेरेंट बनने के बाद सीखना बहुत जरूरी होता है, या कहते हैं ना
Definitely.
पेरेंटिंग सिखा देती है. कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन अबाउट इट लिटिल बिट.
Okay. So the biggest lessons that we learn is uh, कि babies don't have the concept of logic. They do not communicate through logic. They communicate basically through their emotions, through their behavior. You know, crying, sleeping issues, feeding issues. These are not problems. हम ज़्यादातर ऐसा सोचते हैं कि ये problems है baby के, but these are actually messages that they are giving to you. Okay.
ओके,
This is one of the lesson that is. The second lesson is uh, parents, the second lesson is basically humility, you can say. parents quickly realize that perfection is just a myth. Okay, baby does not follow schedules. The baby is very unpredictable. That is when they learn emotional resilience. Okay, and the third and the most important lesson is, which I've also emphasized in my book, is what shapes the child most is not discipline. It's not the rules that are important. It is the emotional safety and attachment as a parent that you give.
Okay. ओके एंड अगर हम साइकोलॉजिकली बात करें लाइक अगर हम अब आपके प्रोफेशन के बेसिस पे अगर हम कुछ समझना चाहते हैं तो आफ्टर बिकमिंग अ पेरेंट हाउ डज इट इफेक्ट साइकोलॉजिकली मेन इम्पोर्टेंट मतलब मेरा क्वेश्चन साइकोलॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे जाता है
That's a very, very good question. See, psychologically, becoming a parent is a complete shift of your identity. Okay, you're not only living the life for yourself. Your
ओके
brain literally becomes more alert, more protective, more emotionally sensitive. But something deeper occurs as well. Only
ओके
childhood memories, our old childhood memories come back. Many parents suddenly realize how they were treated as a child, and they either repeat the same patterns that they have been raised as, or consciously try to change the patterns that they were raised as. That's why I've described parenting as both a responsibility as well as a psychological awakening for yourself as a parent. So it's a two-way
ओके
thing. It's also a responsibility. It's an awakening of and a challenging of your own values, of the values that you've grown up with.
Okay, okay, I got it. And I have seen in many of the parents, not only with the mother, I have seen with the father too, that after the childbirth, they face a lot of anxiety, and many of them start crying very frequently. कुछ बहुत चिड़चिड़े से हो जाते हैं, बहुत सारे changes आ जाते हैं. Is it some hormonal changes or is it the side effects or the effects of parenting?
Okay. See, like you very well said in the beginning, the society always talks about the joy of being a parent. Okay.
Correct,
They say कि हाँ बच्चा हो गया सब अच्छा अच्छा हो जाएगा everything will be all good, but they do not talk about the emotional pressure that comes with it. There's a lot
correct.
of sleep deprivation. You have a new
Mhm.
responsibility that comes over you. There is a
Mhm.
fear that you're doing something wrong, कुछ गलत तो नहीं कर रहे हैं. आपका रूटीन पूरा शिफ्ट हो जाता है. It also imparts a significant amount of stress on the relationship. All of this
Okay.
is again happening at the same time altogether. Okay. Uh, the mother is going through a lot of hormonal changes. The father is also going through a lot of psychological changes of, responsibilities, caring for the child. You're sleep deprived. Your body goes into a, flight and fright response. So
Correct,
there's a lot of
correct.
things that are happening to you physically as well
Mm-hmm.
as psychologically.
Okay.
Parents are also expected to stay calm all the time. कि हाँ नहीं, if you're a parent, everything should be perfect. You cannot make a
Very
small
true.
mistake as well, which is very
Mm-hmm.
unrealistic. What I
Mm-hmm.
believe is, I've talked a lot about the emotional well-being of a child. It is deeply connected to the parent's mental health. Okay, so
Okay.
when the parent is overwhelmed, when the parent is stressed, it is not weakness. It is normal. It is a normal psychological reaction to a very huge transition in your life. So
Okay.
if you feel depressed, even if you feel stressed, it is normal because it is a very huge change. You
Mm-hmm.
need not be perfect all the time.
Okay. Okay, so this is actually about feeling like that. लेकिन कभी कभी I have seen either the father or mother, any of them, they don't feel connected to the baby so easy. And sometimes कैसा होता है कि कुछ लोग तो वो feeling अपने दिल में रख देते हैं और बेबी से connect नहीं कर पाते. And कुछ लोग share कर लेते हैं baby with their parents, society, anybody, with their friends. And this is a reason, उन लोगों को बहुत कुछ सुनना पड़ता है. इज इट नॉर्मल कि बेबी से कनेक्शन इतना फ्रीक्वेंटली या जल्दी नहीं होता या इट इज समथिंग टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ
Yes, this is completely normal, and it is very important that the parents understand this. It is
हम्म
absolutely normal. I'm emphasizing on it once again. Connection does not often happen instantly. It is not a Bollywood movie where you see the girl and everything is all fine. When you see your child for the first time and you just instantly connect. Okay, connection grows slowly. Okay, it grows through daily care, through eye contact, through touch, through emotional bonding with your kid, with your child. I've explained attachment as something that builds through repeated safe experiences. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is not through one emotional moment. It is not a single moment that forms the connection. It is basically a routine, a repetition of repeated experiences which are safe for both you and the child. So it is not like a single magical moment that everything happens all together. If a parent does not feel an instant bond, that doesn't mean that they are bad parents or that they don't care for that child. It means that the relationship is still growing and it will take time to grow.
ओके एंड एक एक मेरा ना बहुत क्वेश्चन है, बहुत पुराना क्वेश्चन है एक्चुअली, एंड आई ऑलवेज हैव दैट क्वेश्चन इन माय माइंड व्हिच आई वांट टू टेक दैट आउट. व्हाट अबाउट मेन? नोबडी टॉक्स अबाउट मेन. एक बेबी जो है वो मॉम का भी है, डैड का भी है, ठीक है, एक कपल का है. बट यू नो क्या होता है, ये बोलते हैं एक माँ ने 9 महीने पेट में रखा, पैदा किया, पाला. सिर्फ रात को माँ नहीं जागती है, फादर भी जागते हैं. एंड यू नो कभी कुछ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज डिवाइड करते हैं. सो हार्मोनल चेंजेस की बात करें तो हार्मोनल चेंजेस वी सी इन विमेन, ठीक है, मदर्स में है. क्या
Yes.
फादर्स में भी ऐसे कोई चेंजेस होते हैं, हार्मोनल चेंजेस, मतलब उनको भी कुछ
Uh,
ऐसा फील होता है क्या?
Yes, absolutely. There are changes in the father as well. They may
हम्म.
not go through any physical changes of childbirth, but emotionally and neurologically, they become more protective, more emotionally aware, more responsible. So, it is not a physical change per se. Yeah, there is a shift of hormones because of stress, but many fathers also struggle silently, especially
Okay.
when they feel that they are not doing enough.
Okay.
Childbirth is very emphasized around the mother, where the mother has given birth to the child, brought a new life in this world. Parents may father is usually neglected. Okay,
हम्म.
they usually feel that papa ne to kuch nahi kiya. They just he just the mother has taken efforts. The mother has kept the child in her womb for 9 months. So a lot of fathers struggle very silently. Um, I also, I mean, parenting affects both parents. It's not just the mother who's getting affected, and how emotionally, no, the father is also equally as affected as the mother because they also
Even the
have
behavior
a lot
changes,
of
it
life
affects the
change.
behavior also, you think so?
Yes, definitely. See,
Okay.
normally when your body is stressed, it releases a hormone known as cortisol. So whenever
Mm-hmm.
there is sleep deprivation, because the father is also staying up, father is also giving technically, ideally equal amount of time to the child. The father is also going through a lot of stress. So
Mm-hmm.
emotional involvement of the father is also equally important for the child's long-term development. So it's not like fathers don't suffer or fathers don't face anything. They might not. The only difference is in women we see a physical change. In fathers we
Correct.
don't. And men are generally more. They have to play a role, so they are not very active on sharing what they are going through. So yeah,
Correct. Correct.
doesn't mean
Very
that
true.
fathers don't feel anything. They are also human. Yeah.
यस, बट बेसिकली हम वो चेंजेस देखते नहीं है. हमें क्या लगता है कि
Yeah.
अरे मेरा हस्बैंड, मेरा भाई, मेरा बेटा, यू नो वो चिड़चिड़ा हो गया है, बहुत डांटता है, गुस्सा करता है, हम लोग को टाइम नहीं देता है. तो ये सब चीजों की वजह से व्हाट आई हैव सीन इज कपल्स आल्सो फेस प्रॉब्लम्स आफ्टर बिकमिंग पेरेंट्स. सो व्हाट प्रॉब्लम्स वी कैन टेक इट आउट, वी कैन कंसिडर जो कपल्स यूजुअली फेस करते हैं आफ्टर बिकमिंग पेरेंट्स.
Yeah. So a major shift for parents is changing the relationship from romance to responsibility now. Okay.
करेक्ट.
The focus moves from us, like the couple, to the child this time. Okay. And that can create a lot of emotional and physical distance between the couple if they are not very careful. Okay. See, the strongest couples are not the ones who avoid conflict, but the ones who stay emotionally connected even through conflict. Okay.
ओके.
So while handling parenting responsibilities, that is how it is not going to be all hunky dory, and there are going to be fights. Rather, what I believe is couples who don't fight are, faking it. They are not actually happy
Yes,
together. So a little bit of fights are important. But then because, it's been so many years that you've been together as a couple, and suddenly there's a new life that you have to take care of. You have new responsibilities towards the child, and it gains the center stage of your life compared to the relationship between the both of you. So what
correct,
I believe is when both partners feel supported, the child will also feel more secure. So that doesn't mean that because there is a child involved, you need to focus on your relationship with your spouse as well. So uh,
correct.
the biggest conflicts that the couple face are usually not about the child. They are about the
Okay,
expectations that they each other have. One of them is doing more, one of them is doing less, who is more tired, who is sacrificing more.
okay,
Sleep, like I'm not sleeping. मैंने आज कल मैंने जागा था आज तुम जागो. So those are the basic fights.
correct.
It's not about the child per se. Okay. Sleep deprivation and emotional stress make small disagreements also look very huge. कि राई का पहाड़ बन जाता है छोटी छोटी बातों पे.
अरे
So
आई
that's
हैव
why,
सीन, तुम अब हमें
yeah,
घुमाने नहीं लेके जाते हो, तुम मुझे ये
exactly.
नहीं खिलाते हो, तुम मेरे लिए ये नहीं करते हो, अब तुम बच्चे को ध्यान देते हो, मुझे देखते नहीं हो, तुम रात को नहीं जागते, मैं रात भर जागती हूँ, नाउ यू डोंट लव मी बिकॉज आई हैव ग्रोन फैट, दिस एंड दैट. लेकिन इन सब में व्हाट यू विल गिव योर एक्सपीरियंस टू दोस कपल्स so that
Yeah.
they can come out of the conflicts and focus on the upbringing of the child better way.
Definitely. See, the connection between the couple has to be intentional. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot expect because there is so much at hand. There is so many things to do. It cannot be instant or it cannot be just हो जाएगा. Okay, you cannot leave it to that. You have to make intentional efforts. So even small things like talking 10 minutes to each other without the phone or supporting each other emotionally. Listening to what your partner has to say. You need to understand that both of the partners are struggling in different ways. They may not struggle in the same way. Like I said, when parents are emotionally connected, the children feel more safe. So, working on your relationship doesn't mean that you are not caring for the child. Okay, it's indirectly
Correct.
you are caring for the child as well. So, basically, working on your relationship is rather the best thing that you can do for your child. So, like I said, you can have some routines where you are spending time with each other without the child as well. When the child is sleeping, you can spend time. You can cuddle. You can have phone free times. You can have safe space to talk to each other. So even small things matter.
Correct. And is there anything like that कि after becoming a parent or after getting a child कुछ emotional changes भी आते हैं क्या एक couple के अंदर? Like you
Yeah,
said कि
definitely.
emotionally बहुत ज़्यादा variation आता है, but is it like कि life change emotionally भी होती है? My basic question is about the changes we feel emotionally.
Yeah. So emotionally, there is a lot of change that occurs in both parents. Okay. Like I said, in males, it is more common where they have to have this sense of responsibility, protect their child from everything. They gain this sense that they have to provide for their family. The same happens with females as well. Emotionally, the worst part of it goes along with females because they also have to deal with hormonal changes post pregnancy. Okay,
Okay.
so those also mess up a lot with their hormones, with their behavior, with their emotions. Plus, the responsibility of having the child, of raising the child, tends to cause a lot of stress, tends to cause a lot of distress to both parents, emotionally as well as physically, because there is sleep deprivation. There is, sometimes we avoid food because we are so tired that it's better कि थोड़ा देर सो जाते हैं, will not have food. So that all things also matter. Emotionally, there's a roller coaster going on through both of the parents' minds, irrespective of the gender. Uh,
Okay.
so they go through a lot of turmoil. But what helps is being there for each other, being understanding towards each other, which will help you raise
Correct.
your child better.
Correct. And is there any social change also which is considered? Like we talked about emotionally, physically, but any social changes also parents face after delivering a baby?
Yeah, definitely. See, socially, you have now developed a different group. Maybe as a couple, you used to go out often, travel a lot, or with the child coming in the earlier months, people avoid travel because, of course, the child is vulnerable to a lot of things. Or your social circle, is suddenly cut off because of the presence of a child, because you're so busy taking care of the child throughout the day. You don't have time to meet your friends. You don't have time to go out, probably. But then that change is very important because currently you have to focus on your child. It can be very distressing for a lot of people. Like, for example, to take a real life experience, I had a couple who would come to me where the mother said that मेरे पहले बहुत friends थे अभी मैं बाहर भी नहीं जा पाती हूँ to the extent that she said कि now I wish I did not have this child because I'm not able to have my own social life. I'm not
Space.
able to do anything for myself. So that is normal, okay, because suddenly you were free, you were okay, you were meeting people, you were doing your own thing, but suddenly now you have this one child to take care of you, your life is entirely focused and revolving around that single child. That creates a social rift between people. So you are more isolated, you are more amongst each other. That can definitely stress a lot of people. So it's not just the three of you that is changing, it's about your social circle as well. You will tend to also spend more time with couples who have babies so that your babies can play to you have a play dates together, and so that changes a lot. So your social circle, your social environment changes a lot. Your parents also try to help out. So they say that we'll take care of the baby. You can they help out. So your social and environment, your social circle, and the environment around you changes very significantly from pre and post baby.
I remember this reminds me of my days, when I delivered a baby. Those starting days were very nice because everybody was coming and visiting to meet the baby, to meet me. I was getting so many gifts. I was being pampered by my mother, father, and all of the relatives. Those were the best days of my life. तो मैं ऐसा सोचती थी यार ये तो बड़ी अच्छी सी मजे हो गए बेबी हो गया तो अब तो जीवन अच्छा ही अच्छा हो गया देन आफ्टर एक 40 डेज के बाद एक नया फेस आया जहाँ पे घर भी हैंडल करना है काम भी हैंडल करना है
Yes.
बेबी भी हैंडल करना है फैमिली भी हैंडल करना है तो तब लग रहा था भाई कहाँ फंस गई मैं ये कौन सी मैंने सिरदर्द ले लिया ये जीवन में क्या आ
That's
गया
a very common belief that most parents have.
Yes,
Yeah.
but today, if you talk about me and my baby, I believe that she is the biggest blessing God can ever give me. अगर मुझे कोई बोले कि
Definitely.
एक लास्ट विश तो मैं बोलूँ मुझे मिल गई है आई डोंट नीड बिकॉज उसके दम पे मैं बहुत कुछ कर सकती हूँ दैट्स व्हाट आई बिलीव आई डोंट नो अबाउट
For
एनीबडी
sure.
एल्स
For sure.
so it just reminded me of my things and next I want to really ask you कि आज ना एक बड़ा कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड हो गया है हर किसी को ना कंपटीशन पड़ा है सो पेरेंट्स जो है ना वो परफेक्ट बनना चाहते हैं दे वांट कि हम बस परफेक्ट पेरेंट्स बने सो इज इट रियलिस्टिक अगर हम बात करें इसके बारे में तो
Okay. See, perfection is something, the world has become so competitive कि सबको बच्चे को परफेक्टली रेस करना है, सबको बच्चे को एक स्पेसिफिक पैटर्न में ही रेस करना है. किसी ने बोला अभी ये फैड है, ये टाइप का स्कूल लेना है, तो वो स्कूल में ही एडमिशन दिलवाना है.
करेक्ट हाँ
See, they try to discipline their kids. Okay, they want to, create this fear around their kids, but then that does not cause an understanding for the kid. Children are not going to change before because they are scared of you. Okay, they change because they feel safe enough to listen. Okay, chasing perfection is only going to uh, you know cause distress towards your child. Okay, you cannot force your goals, your ideologies, and your ambitions on your child. Okay, you need to let them
yes
explore. You need to let them come out with their own thinking, with their own skills. Okay, you can use discipline to just scold them and do things, but then that will not help you connect with your child. Okay, your child will only listen to you if they feel that they are safe enough with you. Okay, and when the emotional bonding is strong, the child becomes more cooperative. Okay, so be with your child, listen to them, reach out to them, so that chasing perfection is not always needed. Okay, you need to find the right balance. about what is good for your child rather than what the whole world is doing, or rather than coming
Correct.
first, rather than getting to this specific XYZ school. Okay,
Correct.
so
Correct.
find out with what is ideal in your situation. Not all parents are the same. Not all parents rear their children the same. They or not all parents teach the same values to their children. So find out which is your domain. Find out what is helpful for you and your child, and then you follow that.
Correct.
You don't need to chase perfection. Chasing perfection will only lead to more disappointment and more disagreements with your child.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if we talk about good parenting, आपकी डेफिनेशन क्या है गुड इनफ पेरेंटिंग के बारे में? I know
Uh,
it's a weird and a difficult question. For me, it is a difficult question because asking you is a difficulty because मेरी definition में good parenting कुछ होती ही नहीं है. मतलब मुझसे कोई पूछे तो what values you are giving, लेकिन एक अगर हम expert opinion लेंगे तो मैं आपसे पूछूंगी what is that?
to put it in one line, it's a very huge concept, good parenting, and it's a very, you know, it's not a proper term to use. There is no good
Mhm.
and bad parenting. But if you want to
Okay.
put it down to one line, I would say that parenting is not about controlling a child. Okay, it's about
Okay.
understanding your child. Okay.
Okay.
So when parents understand emotions, behavior, attachments, communication, everything changes. Parenting becomes less stressful, the child becomes more secure, and the relationship becomes stronger. So
Okay.
parenting is not about raising the perfect child. Like you said, it's
Mhm.
about raising a emotionally and healthy human being. So good parenting, like I said, is
Correct.
about understanding your child better. So it's not about doing this, or there is no specific guideline that you can follow. कि ये किया तो you're a good parent, or ये किया तो you're a bad parent. So it's basically understanding your child and making them more emotionally secure.
Okay. But then with that, how can parents handle chaos and unpredictability with it?
It is a learning process. Okay, uh, we need to. Uh, we need to be very delicate, I can say, in this process, where how it's there are a lot of responsibilities that come to you when you are raising a child. There are a lot of things that matter when you are raising a new life. It can be chaotic, it can be unpredictable, but then you need, if you and your partner are emotionally secure, that is when you can, the child will feel safe and you can get a better control over this chaos. There are times where you will go absolutely wrong. You will, do things that you should not have done. But that doesn't mean you cannot rectify that. The biggest advantage with children is they are very easy to forgive. Okay, so it doesn't mean even if you do go wrong, you can rectify that, and they will be absolutely normal the very next time. But like I said, find patterns where are causing this chaos. Find out the triggers for this chaos, and then you can gradually work with them through that. So it's not
Okay.
see, it's not going to be all good and hunky dory. Like I said, there are going to be moments where you lose yourself, you lose into the chaos, where you give in to things that you should not have done. But then that's okay. It's a part of learning. Once you fall, you can get up and you can run again. So it's a learning process. Nobody is born with these skills. Nobody is equipped with a manual. There is no book or manual in the world that can just tell you कि ये करो ये करो ये करो. It is a process that you need to develop yourself. It's a process that you need to learn yourself. Like I said before, find what works for you, and that is how you can gradually get a good grip over the chaos and get it under control.
Correct. And there are many myths, about parenting if we talk about. And is there anything, what is that you want to break? Any particular thing about parenting which you want to tell the audience and you want to break that myth in front of everybody?
I think there are a lot of myths associated with parenting. Uh, the most common, or I can generalize by saying that we try to fix children instead of understanding them, which is what I have also said before. Uh, the behavior of the child is not the problem. Okay, the problem is communication. Okay, the behavior that the child is doing is the child trying to communicate with you. They are not adults. This is how they communicate their emotions with you. When a child is angry, stubborn, or refusing to listen, it is an emotional need that is not being understood. Okay,
Okay.
so most of the time, what we tend to do is, we tend to, get a control over this behavior. We tend to scold them. We tend to, teach them. We tend to, go extremes. But what I would recommend is when parents switch to how do I control this, from how do I control this behavior, they go to what is my child trying to tell me. The parenting becomes easier and the child becomes emotionally stronger. Okay.
Correct,
So
correct,
the
correct.
number one myth is punishment is not a tool. Okay, a lot of people use punishment as a,
I
like I said,
know.
like if you want to discipline your child, punishment is not the way to go about it. Rewarding them or trying to understand what emotional need of theirs is not being met is a better approach.
Correct. Yes, and there are many, new parents who are watching my video. I have a lot of audience who are new mothers or new fathers. So I really want a one message you want to give to them, or they are mom and dad to be, so that they can have a better, parenting life, a couple life. What message you want to give to them?
If you want me to give a message, it's like you don't have to be perfect to raise a happy child. You just have to be an emotionally available parent. Okay, children don't expect perfection from you, they need patience from you. They don't need constant correction, they need an understanding from your side.
Correct.
And they don't need parents who never make mistakes. They don't need perfect parents. They need parents who are ready to accept their mistakes and ready to grow along with them. So like I said, parenting is not just a growth of the child, it's the growth for you as an adult as well. So they don't want ki my father is perfect, my mother is perfect. They want to know, yes, they are also flawed, but they are ready to learn along with me as well.
Correct, correct, correct. So, what I got from this session, it was an amazing session. But what I got, parenting में ऐसा नहीं होता है कि हर चीज right होगी. But it's all about
Definitely.
parenting is not about everything going on a right track, or it is all about growing every day with your child happily, and उसके साथ आपको एक अच्छी life जीनी है. That's what I got.
Yes.
And I also will say to all the couples who are watching the video and who are new mom and dad, or mom to be, dad to be, I'll only request you all to spend time with each other and give lots and lots of love and time to your kids also. And thank you, Dr. Dhruv, for this amazing sessions. You have given a lot of information on this topic. We'll be soon coming with you with another session, because आपके साथ जो कॉन्वर्सेशन है ना, वो एक सेशन में हम कभी कंप्लीट ही नहीं कर सकते.
Definitely.
एंड
It's a
एंड
never
वन
ending
मोर
topic.
थिंग. Yes, and one more thing I want to tell to my audience, which I will not disclose right now, because I want वो चीज के बारे में, like मेरे को भी थोड़ी सी क्यूरियोसिटी है. आपने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि you have written this in your book also, so I
Yes.
also want to know. I am sure we will discuss also कि when are you going to disclose about your book. We'll surely discuss also, and we will try कि आप अपनी बुक के बारे में हम सबको इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे बताएं, so that हम सब भी देखें.
Definitely.
We'll soon talk about that also. So
Fair enough.
thank you, Dr. Dhruv, for an amazing session. We'll love to see you soon again with Vibada. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
today.
having me. It was a great
Yes.
experience. Thank you.
Same here. Same here. Yeah, bye.
Bye.